This video will demonstrate how to utilize queries in DevOps Plan. You can get to the Queries page by clicking the Queries icon in the sidebar. The Queries section contains both personal and public queries. Users can also conduct searches directly within the results. The Personal Queries section contains the list of queries created by the logged-in user. Click on the plus button to create a new query or a new folder. Create a new folder and then enter the folder name. This new folder is added to the list on the left side panel. Multiple folders and queries can be created within a folder, forming a tree structure of queries and folders. You can access additional functionality by clicking the More Options button that is associated with the folder. These actions include creating a new folder. The new folder is created and added to the parent folder. Users can also organize folders and queries across different folders by using the copy or cut functionalities. Another action option is creating a new query. A new query can be created within a folder, forming a tree structure, or outside of a folder. The rename action allows the user to rename a folder. The refresh action allows the user to refresh the content within the folder. A user can cut and paste the folder within another folder or outside of a folder. A user can copy the folder and paste it within another folder or outside of the folder. The Paste button is active only when there is something to paste. The Delete action allows the user to delete the selected folder. To create a new query, click on the plus button and select the New Query option. Then enter the query name. A new query can be created for a particular record type by selecting the record type and then clicking the Continue button. A new query can also be created by selecting the Existing Query option. Choose the desired record type and then click the Create from Existing toggle. You will see a tree structure of existing folders and queries. Select an existing query from the list and then click the Continue button. This is the query presentation. You can choose the fields that you would like to view on your work item from the Record Fields column on the left. ID is already selected by default. You can search from the list of records and choose the fields that are necessary. I have selected Priority, Record Type, and Title. Once you are done, you can save the query. You can add filters to your queries in the Query Filters section. I will select State from the record fields. You will then need to enter the filter definition. I will filter by the state field to only return records where the state is active. The next filter I would like to apply is for the severity field. Choosing the Set as Dynamic Filter option allows you to choose a value for the field while running the query. Now, save and run the query. The query results can be viewed by clicking the Run button. In the query presentation, we selected the ID, priority, record type, and title fields. Those results are displayed here. You can also sort your query results by field. The user can select the number of results per page by selecting the count from the items per page dropdown. The SQL editor displays the query created by the user in an SQL statement. The user can further edit the query by editing the SQL statement displayed. The More Options icon associated with each query opens a menu of advanced functionalities. You can run the query, rename, edit, initiate a run in a new tab or window, copy, cut, or delete the query as needed. Queries can also be added as a favorite for quick and easy access. The Run option allows the user to run the query. The Rename option allows the user to rename the query. The Edit option allows the user to edit the query. Run Query in New tab will open the query in a new tab and run it. Run in New Window, as the name says, runs the query in a new window. With the Copy option, the user can copy the query and further paste it into a different location within the tree structure. The Cut option allows the user to cut the query from here and paste it in a new location. The Add to Favorites option allows the user to add his query to his favorites list so that he can easily access it later. The Delete option allows the user to delete this query. When you create a new query and do not save it, it will be listed under the Drafts section. You can come back to this query and edit it at any time. In the Public Queries section, you can view queries that are already created. Only users with admin permissions can create a new query here. Any user can create a folder and share the folder by clicking on the plus button. The Paste option here allows users to paste a query or folder by clicking on the Paste button. This button is active only when there is something to paste. Refresh allows the user to refresh the folder and the query list. A new folder can be created by entering the folder name and clicking the Continue button. The same tree structure of folders and queries will be displayed on the left panel. Folders can be shared to any group by searching for the group name. Folders can only be shared with groups who are in the same organization. Groups are granted access to shared folders based on specified permissions. These permissions are categorized into 3 levels. The first level is read-only. Members of this group will exclusively have view permissions, enabling them to observe the contents of the folder without the ability to make edits. The second level is read and write. Members of this group possess both viewing and editing capabilities. They can not only view the folder's contents, but they can also make modifications as needed. The third level of access is no access. This permission level restricts the group from accessing the folder altogether, ensuring a secure and controlled environment by limiting their interaction with the folder's contents. Users can also share folders by clicking on the Share button next to each folder in the list. A public query can also be exported to various formats. Simply click on the desired query, and on the right side you will encounter a top toolbar. Click on the More Options icon. You can see the options to export to a text file, JSON file, or an Excel spreadsheet. Upon selecting the export option, the file is downloaded, providing users the flexibility to share or archive data in their preferred format. This concludes the tutorial on how to use queries in DevOps Plan.